In this week's A&T John Deere Fresh Produce Market overview, made possible by John Deere, Fieldnet Pivot Watch and the International Fresh Produce Association, we focus on onion prices that moved below potato prices for the first time since March of this year, and I also take a look at where these prices can go over the next month or so. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Jumping straight into the latest economic news, we saw the rand currently trading on 18.18 per US dollar. The rand has been in a downward trend over the past few weeks, where we've reached lower highs each time. However, it now appears that the rand is moving sideways within the 18 to 18.50 band. The Brent crude oil price decreased further to $77.90 per barrel over the past week. Brent crude oil markets have been very volatile over the past few days, with traders watching for Iran's reaction due to the murder of the Hamas leader, which could disrupt supply to the markets. On the other hand, weak PMI data from the US and China has started to cause concern, which could lower the demand for Brent crude oil, putting pressure on prices over the short term. Moving over to the fresh produce markets, we saw the average national potato price jumping by another 16% to 80 Rand 75 per 10 kg, with volumes 12% higher week on week. The large potato price traded on 90 Rand, mediums on 78 and smalls on 60 Rand per 10 kg. Mondials also traded higher on 83, Cifras higher on 82 and Lenormand trading on 74, with the average price on the Joburg market on 81 Rand 40 per 10 kg last week. Limpopo's potato volumes are pretty much still as expected, and we only expect the drop in volumes to come into the markets at the end of August or the start of September. But the expectation of possible shortages soon will likely result in prices to continue in its upward trend for the remainder of this month. The tomato price decreased by 18% over the past week to 8.07 Rand per kilogram, with volumes increasing by about 13%. Large tomatoes traded on 8.25 Rand, mediums on 8.45 Rand, while smalls decreased to 7.17 Rand. We're still expecting this price to stay in this lower trend during August and September, with middle month low demand that can also keep prices lower over the next 2 weeks or so. The average carrot price remained relatively sideways on 3.92 Rand per kilogram, with higher volumes still keeping these price levels on a lower level. Large carrots traded lower on 4.18 Rand, mediums a bit higher on 3.45 Rand and smalls also higher on 3.21 Rand. Higher volumes expected from now until October will most likely keep this market under pressure over this period. The average onion price remained in its downward trend, decreasing by 8% to 62.60 Rand per 10 kg, with brown onions on 62, red onions decreasing to 157, while white onion prices decreased to 60 Rand per 10 kg. The average large onion price traded on 62, mediums on 69 and smalls lower on 49 Rand per 10 kg. Onion prices moved well below potato prices for the first time since March of this year due to higher onion volumes, but also due to the potato price that is in a strong upward trend at the moment. I think we can follow a similar trend that we saw last year when onion prices came from higher levels in May and June and then continued to decrease towards the end of this year. I therefore think that we can move below the 50 Rand mark soon and then stay on a lower level until December. The average pepper price decreased slightly to 23.15 Rand per kilogram, while green pepper prices decreased to 18.43 Rand, yellow peppers decreased to 26.52 Rand, while red peppers traded another 12% higher on 33.75 Rand per kilogram. I think we can see this price remaining on a higher level for the remainder of August due to lower expected volumes on the markets. Join the excitement around Fieldnet Pivot Watch. Experience unmatched monitoring of any pivot, anytime, anywhere, offering complete peace of mind on your farm. Fieldnet Pivot Watch is not only cost effective, but also time saving. Ready to transform your irrigation? Make sure to contact your nearest Zematic dealer for a quote on Fieldnet Pivot Watch now. Looking at other market prices, we saw cabbage prices decreasing to R3.45, garlic prices remained on R102 per kilogram, while spinach prices also decreased to R4.79. Sweet potato prices followed potato prices upward, increasing to R8 per kilogram, while the average pumpkin price also increased to R2.94 last week. Over in the fruit markets, the banana price increased to R7.32 per kilogram or R132 per 18 kilogram box, with volumes increasing by about 8% week on week. The latest apple price decreased to R9.72 and is likely to stay on a higher level at least until November of this year. The latest pear price also decreased slightly to R10.64 and is also likely to remain sideways over the next few weeks. The orange price, however, increased slightly, trading on R5.42 per kilogram the past week, with volumes on the local market decreasing by about 2% week on week. The avocado price decreased, trading on R14.78 per kilogram last week, with volumes jumping by about 15% week on week. Viertuis traded lower on R19.78, Haas also lower on R12.04, while Pinkertons decreased to R14.36 per kilogram. We are expecting more volumes during August to keep prices around current levels or maybe just below current levels, but we might start to see higher prices from September onwards when volumes start to decrease. The average table grape price increased to R152.92, pineapples traded higher on R8.26, lemons increased by 10% to R4.70, while the average blueberry price still traded lower on R77.86 per kilogram. This week I'll be at the International Fresh Produce Association's Southern African Conference at Century City Conference Centre in Cape Town for the premier event in the fresh produce industry. I'm really excited to attend. Whether you're a seasoned professional or new to the industry, this conference is definitely an opportunity you can't afford to miss. Hope to see you there next year if you missed this excellent opportunity. This video is made possible by John Deere, Fieldnet Pivot Watch and the International Fresh Produce Association. Visit our website at amtrends.co.za for more detailed reports, the latest prices and videos. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and thank you for watching.